when it comes to your most uncomfortable experience at Concord, if you can think back to that, what was that and how did you get through it?
I think that by far my most uncomfortable experience at Concord was the semester right before I left. Because as Tiffany talked about, I was also part of the McNair program and was going to graduate school. So on top of like regular schoolwork and stuff, I was also thinking about graduate school. I was wrapping up my research project, sending out all these applications. I was constantly like having to think about what my next steps were, which was something I never really thought about much before, honestly, like that last year. Because, in elementary school, it's like, well, you're going to go to middle school one day. In high school, it's like, well, you're going to go to college. So like naturally, I was just in college and I was not really, like, I still just wasn't sure what I wanted to do after. I did want to go to graduate school because I really love the field of sociology. But at the same time, I'm like, well, what specific career path? These are all questions that you have to answer when you're applying for graduate school. Like, what specifically are you going to do with your graduate degree? I had formed a lot of really close friendships and relationships at Concord, and I was really nervous about leaving. From Athens, West Virginia to Athens, Ohio. I was like, well, I don't know anyone in Athens, Ohio. Like, I'm leaving everyone I know to go to graduate school. It's far away.
It's so scary though. How did you make that transition? Did you ever find friends, connection, community in Athens, Ohio?
To be frank, not really. And that was another like barrier.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being honest.
That was another barrier to finishing the program. Because on top of COVID, I was already kind of isolated in a town where I didn't really know a lot of people other than my roommate, whom I met on Facebook, and I never met her until the day I moved in. But other than knowing her, I didn't really know many other people. So that was kind of a barrier. And then, on top of COVID, it's like, well, you can't even leave your apartment now.